Yes. Damn right. And fine mahawk to you, Jerry, a fine mahawk to our other co-hosts, and a fine mahawk to everybody who are watching today. No, a fine guru of Twitter flag mashup bots. Yep. Oh wait. Oh shoot! It's crap. How's it not getting everybody else's voices? That's weird. Oh, hold on.
That intro to sound professional for once. And it's not.
It was all for naught.
The one time I literally tried to use tricks I learned.
The only time in some way, somehow.
I was like, yo, let me actually use tricks I learned from broadcasters on how to broadcast.
Oh, okay. That is partially my fault because when I opened up OBS, it said it needed to go through an update.
Oh, you're fired.
Go to hell.
Oh wait, no, Jeff, you said you first. That's
first.
And in my case, if I was told that, I'd say, go to hell. Like, no, I'll see you in hell, but from heaven.
Yeah. Or you can pull an Arnie from Commando. Remember I told you were gonna die last? Yeah. I lied. Ah!
Ooh la la!
I lied.
Ooh la la! I don't know why he does that.
And yes, that's the official scream that the actor uses.
Yeah, she
no,
goes,
it was a normal scream. It went ooh la la.
He did.
So yeah, Grandia 2. Never played this, and it does have voice acting, and the main protagonist you'll actually hear is Cam Clark's voice playing Ryudo.
The viewers didn't hear me. That was a really, really well thought out broadcast tip.
Mm-hmm.
Radio intro I had, and you didn't hear it. So
yeah.
I guess you guys are screwed. So I'm Fighter Cows, that's Stupid Jeff, the one on the controllers, double RPG. I gave him good praises, but now I got to rescind all those praises. And Invisible Ninja is here to be here.
Yeah.
I had a really cool one. Double R, tell him how good it was.
Oh, it was damn good.
It was good.
I had a really good intro.
And
and I can attest to that too.
Ditto. Too bad that happened. Things will be.
I am hosting, by the way, but Twitch app is on me.
And, I'm hosting as well.
Excuse me.
There we go. It only took forever.
So yeah, you'll actually be hearing some of the first generation voiceovers in this day and age, voicing the characters. You know, like Cam Clark, Jennifer Hale, Paul Aiding, and all those famous people you hear.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, there's Ryudo right now, the main character. See, we got ourselves a bunch of, what are they, Reptites or Space Pirates from Metroid that we're going to be going up against? But just as dinosaurs?
Yeah, so Space Pirates.
Yep.
They weren't even hiding it. Those are legit the space pirates from freaking Metroid.
This is ugly, so yeah, I believe it.
Not even hiding it. Not even trying.
So how's everybody's week this week, by the way?
Oh, before we got on, I was telling you how Springfield stinks, and how my therapist made me more depressed by trying to say no, it doesn't. I'm like, yes, it does.
He made you more suicidal.
Yeah.
We found a way around it. We can't get in trouble. There's a way around it. I'm glad I stopped myself right there because I was about to make it worse.
Now, Jeff, you are the more of the Grandia guru of our group, if I'm not mistaken.
More the first one than the second one, to be honest. So.
Oh, okay.
Well, so we're just a blind creek blindly without a paddle.
Yeah.
And we are blindfolded. Blind. Did I say blind again? Blind.
Yes.
Yes, blind.
Double blind, triple blind, Geek Fighter
sorry.
blind.
Play Corn's blind in the background.
Yes. Are you ready?
Ryu kicking and Bison. Hey Ryu. Oh, ew! I got a spam message.
Ew.
Twitch.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's Colonel Campbell's voice, voicing Sky the Eagle.
Oh,
Right.
cool.
Jeff is
So-
going.
So it's Colonel Campbell giving Liquid Snake the orders, not the other way
I see what
around.
you wrote.
You gotta give me credit. I stopped myself right then and there, rightfully so, huh?
Starshaw said the blind leading the blind here. Yep,
Yep.
that's about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is.
That'll be awkward when you really say that. Imagine the protagonists, both the character and their pet eagle, were both blind.
How many
would that work?
JRPG protagonists actually had a pet eagle for like a familiar or something like that?
Rare.
Cool.
Rare.
I mean, usually we see a bunch of dogs, but not like pet eagles.
Yeah.
It's always a dog. I was gonna say because Galford came to mind. And he has a
Yeah.
dog.
Yep. From Shadow Show. Yep.
Galford from Sam Show, Repeat from Tales of Vesperia.
Yep.
Ouch! Okay. Sky, all right already. It's good to have work, right?
Sure, there's somebody who has an eagle because I feel like having an eagle.
I would
cat-
say Naoka Ruru, but she has a hawk.
Yep.
A fine-
Mama, haha.
A fine Mahawk, Naoka Ruru.
The Church of Granis wants to hire.
Wow! Hey, whoa! What happened here?
So, working
Lot.
for Granis, huh? Now I
Our stream. What happened?
What?
What?
We had a decent number of viewers, and it just.
Dropped.
Just
Tanked.
Then again,
Crap the bed.
But then again,
it
it's
did
not
that-
a fighting game.
It did that to me yesterday. Remember?
Yeah.
Or
like,
then again, it's Twitch being Twitch.
When I was playing Shenmue, I kept getting a big boost and then drop, and then a big boost and it dropped.
Okay, here we go with the gameplay.
Starchild has a point here. If you read it, I think it's common for main character to have some type of animal sidekick, like both Lunar games. Yep.
Oh, you're talking about the baby dragons in Lunar, yes. Now, like Null from the first game
Null,
and Ruby
yes.
from the second one.
Yep.
Still,
Also,
no Lunar
oh.
3 where you have a baby blue or a baby black dragon as your sidekick.
Valkyria Chronicles was interesting. It had a pig as your animal sidekick mascot.
Interesting.
Yeah, which was one of the more interesting things.
I liked Valkyria Chronicles. I saw.
Yeah,
I never got to beat it on PS3. and I know it's on
Yeah,
PS3 now.
Now this is very interesting for a save point. Take a look at it. You probably saw it, caught a glimpse of it, but it's basically a visible spectrum, or a cone of a visible spectrum of all the rainbow colors for a save point. Look at that.
Did you say? I see it. Yeah. Did you say Spectrum?
Yes,
Yeah.
he did.
Yes, I did.
I was gonna say
the visible
well,
spectrum.
At least it's not that easy to miss.
Exactly.
Very, very vibrant colors, at least.
It also doesn't start with the letter A.
Okay, so when it comes to equipment, we got the traditional stuff, but there is a one on the bottom that hasn't been done before, and it's called a mana egg. Interesting. Wonder what that's about.
Yeah, I wonder what that's about too, Kyle.
Well, Now, when it comes to Grandia, I've never played 1 or 2, but I have played a little bit of the third game. That's the one where Johnny Young Bosch plays the lead character in that game. What was his name? Yuki, I think.
If I had to play a JRPG, and if it's not Lunar, if I had to stream one, you know what it'd be?
What?
Oh God, what was it? I told Jeff. Jeff, what was it? No, I remember. Oh, I remember now. Wild Arms. Wild Arms. Jeez.
Oh,
Oh,
wow,
yes,
yeah.
the original.
Either the original or the third. Yeah, both are good.
You better practice if you want to beat me.
Of course, the original had a better theme song.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Star Child. I hope you hang on to that because that's literally my favorite JRPG ever.
Which version of it though? The PlayStation, PSP, or
I saw he got the PS1 complete.
Oh yes.
CIB complete in box. I know that game's worth a lot of money.
Oh yes, the complete in box. I used to have that before I lost it about 10 years ago because somebody either threw it away or someone broke into my apartment when I was living in Arizona at the time, and I had that complete in set box.
Ooh.
Yeah, pissed me off.
Suck. Yeah, man, that sucks major balls.
You better practice if you want to beat me.
Star Child say anything?
No, he just said that he got the first Lunar game this weekend.
Oh,
Nice.
Wow, for once, 750 is being quiet.
Oh, both Lunar games. Oh, wait a minute. No. He just said he got the first one. Never mind.
Yeah.
But
so this is
but getting the second one,
Cool.
the second,
I remember this part. Yep.
getting the second one is a lot more rare.
I definitely remember this in Grandia. This is why I didn't get the game because I was just like I thought it was cool, but I remember all this greenery and just walking around in all this green,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, what is going on here?
You know, it's actually hard to say because I love Lunar 1 and... Let me phrase that. I love Lunar 1 just as much as Grandia 1. But here's the weird thing. I could never get into Grandia 2, yet I could with Lunar 2.
Oh, Lunar 2, Silver Star. Yeah, that's pretty good.
No,
Like-
Lunar 2, Eternal Blue. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah, that one.
yes, first one, Silver Star. Yeah.
Yeah, still start. But
Now, before you
no.
go, oh, Kaos, I thought that was your favorite. Dyslexia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a thing. It's a thing.
I flipped them. That's
it's
all.
a thing that exists.
It's a documented thing. It exists. But no, like real talk, like I don't hate Grandia 2, but for some reason, unlike Grandia 1 and the aforementioned Lunar series, I just cannot get into this entry. I don't know what it is. I just can never put my finger on it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's due to the fact that with the other releases that came out, like say, like the aforementioned abysmal PS2 version, or you know, the recent so-so PC port of the game for modern systems, like I don't know, maybe it's just its legacy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because people tend to forget that does happen. Case in point, one of my favorite Final Fantasy games that have become one of my favorite in due time, 8. I can't play the game because the remastered version is botched on PC. Face square.
Yeah, Star Shell's telling me that they botched it on other systems too. Not as bad. You could actually launch the game, but
Yeah, you can actually watch and play it.
Wow, that's
Star
terrible.
Shell
Where?
Star Shell says he has Wild Arms 3, which is the one That's the one I've been.
Yeah.
You know why I want to play Wild Arms 3 so bad? I never got to beat it. I only played the demo, and I got super into it.
So you're
never
like me.
Yeah, just like with Grandia 2 here. I only got to
play the demo, but that's it.
You know, like I really wanted to friggin' finally play it.
God, yeah, that's actually one of the few RPGs
still
I've
have-
actually played too.
Wild Arms?
Yeah, Wild Arms. Oh, that was some good stuff.
Man,
Oh
looks
yeah,
like-
that theme song in the opening movie for the first
Yeah.
game. That's
yeah, that's
that is
legendary.
very iconic for
Yeah.
I
JRPG
just realized
fanfare.
something. You know what? You know, there's been some teasing that Blue Point is doing another remaster.
Really?
Yeah.
Since there was big talk around its 20th anniversary as of recent, how possible is it that remaster is actually Wild Arms 1?
Oh boy, that'd be dope.
That would be nice.
It would be. That would be extremely dope.
Because if there's one genre I feel like that, you know, that RPGs, both Japanese and English, need to do more of, is both in the steampunk era and cyberpunk era. Because I feel like we're sadly going back to the stereotyping of RPGs in general.
Of
being
high fantasy.
which I don't hate, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
it's becoming, it feels like it's starting to become stagnant once more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, change it up a little. Like, I don't know, bring us a remaster or a new version of like Walking Roader or something like that.
Less weeaboos, more balance between Eastern and Western ideologies.
Yeah, less weebs, more steampunk.
Exactly. Like, best example, even though I was disappointed with the recent installment, you know which IP would be perfect for an RPG?
What?
Blade Runner.
Oh yes.
You mean Shadowrun? I mean,
That's it. Yeah, I would wait. No, you're right. Yeah.
I was gonna say Deus Ex.
There's a Shadowrun.
Yeah.
Starchild says Wild Arms 5 is pretty cheap. It's only $12 in Japanese.
I just knocked over a coat hanger. Like just
And
running into it.
LPH, hi, how's it going? He says,
Hey LPH, happy Batman Day to you too.
yeah, I saw Wheels and Hero Club tweeting about that.
Batman. Yeah.
Did you see that? I just knocked over that coat hanger.
You know, real talk. I don't hit the character. I
I'm
just don't
surprised that this is that interactive. For back,
That's cool.
You know?
Even back then. Yeah.
You remember another RPG that was on Dreamcast only? That
Phantasy Star Online.
Evolution.
yes, Evolution.
Yeah. I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear
because
it's a mystery.
You didn't see me crazy because I remember there were two sequels on Dreamcast, and for some reason the third installment, which was at the time spruced up remaster the first, Evolution Worlds was for some reason a GameCube exclusive. I still don't get why. Like, you know, even back then, I never got that. I never got that mentality of exclusivity. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there were hardly a lot of GameCube exclusive JRPGs. The only ones that come to mind are like Bat and Kaidos, both 1 and 2.
Oh wow, yeah, that's Monolith Soft, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, even Tales of Symphonia before they went back on their word and made a PS2 version.
Yeah. You mean like how they pulled a Capcom?
Yep.
Oh, RA4's never comes over consoles. It comes to PS4. Without Mikami's blessing, that made him go, you know what, screw you guys, I'm leaving.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Is that
Hold
all?
on.
Who said that?
Don't mind me. Continue.
Were you listening to my singing?
Come on, if you're that tense, you won't be able to perform at all.
Who are you? I haven't seen you around. What are you doing here?
Whoa now. What am
Oh, 80s lingo when it comes to you, Cam Clark. I can just hear it in your voice.
Hired you? I do not remember anything of the sort. You look awfully suspicious.
But Snake,
Leave
that's
right
not
now,
Master
or I'll
Miller.
scream.
Are you for real?
You've been you,
It is
you've been
I,
talking to
Liquid.
No one told you.
me, dear brother.
Is something the matter?
Liquid.
I really should play the Twin Snakes again one of these days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have it on the GameCube.
Yes. We've been waiting for you.
You notice the sad thing between the original and Twin Snakes is that it mechanically is the better game, but the cutscenes, man.
What?
Where
Oh,
MGS
very-
Why are you being so
Yeah,
weeb,
like,
Elena.
weeb intense, yeah.
Please excuse
Well, especially that one because they went deliberately over the top with MSG2 style, like super super action movie-esque.
You mean Bayism?
Yeah, pretty much. Before
Yeah,
before Bayism was a thing, yeah.
That's just happening because they could have gone over the top like they did with MGS1. It was called Metal Gear Solid 1. Because there were over the top moments, but they still felt grounded, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where that didn't work because MGS2 was anything but grounded, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It may start off as grounded with that introductory level, but after that, like, it went off the rails once you start playing as Raiden.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still love the game.
Oh, yeah.
The games, but yeah, it kind of did start getting a little...
I like the themes and the message
ridiculous.
of MGS2. I do like the themes and message behind MGS2, but that was... If it wasn't for MGS3, that would have made me hate the series sooner than what happened later. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I got you, man.
But I'll definitely say this about Konami. Like, they already have an established HD collection for the series. I would love to see them at least release not only from modern consoles, including Switch, but also a platform that missed the first time around, Steam.
Amen.
And there's plenty of other HD collections that they need to do for a lot of the other back catalog of IPs. Like, I'm still waiting for a day when we'll get re-releases of the OG Suikoden games.
Oh yeah.
One day.
And if they did a modern remaster for the Suikoden 2, then they can at least fix up all the bugs that were found in the US release of that game. Whereas Europe managed to get the fixed version. I mean, there were some. There were some.
They got the better version.
Yeah, they got the better version, the more perfected version than we got.
Oh, jeez.
Got hosed.
Yeah, for those who are just joining, Jerry will be back. He just said BRB a couple of seconds ago, so he'll join. He's back. In the chat, Style Child said this game looks very good, though better than a lot of PS1 RPGs. Well, it's because it's on a stronger platform than the PS1, the Dreamcast.
Mm-hmm.
He also said, I had Batten Kaitos, but I didn't care much for it. Didn't have the GameCube version of Tales of Symphonia. It's been a long time since I played it, though. The GameCube version, when you talk about those two versions, specifically the GameCube and PS2 version, I always preferred the GameCube over PS2. It's kind of like the same thing with Beautiful Joe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it was made for the console in mind, where those ports weren't, obviously. You know what I mean?
Totes.
Hello?
Hello. Welcome back.
Hey, welcome back.
Yes.
Speaking of devil, we just brought your name up, dude. Just to let the viewers know that you'll be back. You didn't miss much. We're still in the introductory phase.
Yeah, that's JRPGs for you.
Yeah.
At least this one is better than Persona 5. Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
Way better than Persona.
You know, I made the right move waiting for Royal to come out, but even then, I'm terrified of how long the freaking intro is going to be.
Even Alex, Bad Gamer, one of our friends here who
rarely complains.
Even he was like, no, yeah, Persona 5's intro is too long. and he even says he likes long intros, but even for him, that was too long.
I mean, he's Mr. Sweet. He's more centrist than myself and Jared combined, and he even said, yeah, I can't defend that.
He's like, no, yeah, it's too long.
So I may be switched, but nah. I gotta tell you, RPG, like...
You know, I was expecting the character models to look bad. They actually look pretty good.
For Dreamcast standards, oh, hell yes.
Especially
yeah, even Star Child brought up earlier in the chat when we were explaining to him, well, that's because, you know, it's a Dreamcast game, not a PS1 title, you know what I mean?
I was watching Guru Larry talk about his latest video, the 5 lies about consoles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I gotta hear this one.
And he was talking about how people really underestimated how powerful the Dreamcast actually was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is powerful as crap, man.
Larry was talking about that. He was like, yeah, he's like, y'all don't know that. Yeah, he said like it wasn't just PS2. It was the fact that people pirated the crap out of Dreamcast games.
It was the anti N64 we were thinking about, because while the N64, with technically speaking, was powerful than what was on the market before the Dreamcast, that was actually more powerful than the other consoles mentioned because of what you were just talking about. Not only the piracy, but I mean, look at the games. Like they feel more complete than some of the first launch party titles from the PS2 era, dude.
Yeah,
again. And again, I'm like you two, dude. I like Sony, but I'm sorry. There are some things I cannot defend the PS2. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
In fact, as much as great of a console it is in its own rights, I think we can all agree that's where the problems with Sony was starting with. Not the PS3, the PS2.
Yeah. Sorry about my typing.
That's cool, man. I mean, it's funny enough. Like, what happened with Sony is kind of like what happened with Microsoft with the Xbox 360.
LPH is a good question.
Good console, but same thing applies. What's that?
Is it Kingdom Hearts too long?
This game, I'm not entirely certain, but no, it shouldn't be that long.
No, I think he was referring to when we were talking about Persona 5's intro.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I think.
You know, where it took about...
LPH, if that's the case, can you please clarify in the chat so...
Are you talking about Grandia or Persona 5?
Yeah, we might need some clarification.
Yeah.
Starchild said he has a documentary DVDs of the making of MGS. I think I have a documentary DVD too.
Yeah, of MGS4.
From MGS4, yeah.
Because I remember you guys got the limited edition.
I got that too, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the game, I still have that DVD.
Was it Metal Gear Saga 2.0, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, he meant Persona 5.
I was gonna say, yeah, you got that if you pre-ordered MGS4, if I remember right.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Double R, how long was Kingdom Hearts 2's intro?
2 hours.
Yeah, no, P5 is way longer, yeah.
Yeah.
Way longer. It's like 5 hours, and you're still on the first dungeon.
Intro is ridiculous, but P5 is freaking ridiculous.
Yeah. Persona 5, the intro is like an hour or two of just talking, and then you get gameplay, and we're not done with the first dungeon, then it's like another hour. We're still not done with the first dungeon, there's another. You're still not done with the first dungeon, because they keep going and leaving and coming back and leaving the first dungeon.
You know what reminds me of?
It takes 3 first dungeon attempts after like 5 hours of talk. It's like, the intro's like 8 hours long.
Jared, the best way to compare Persona 5 is this generation's it's this generation's Final Fantasy 13. You know why?
Yeah!
Oh!
Exactly.
The game doesn't get good until 10 hours in!
Yep. Same thing, yep.
Oh yeah, once you get to Pulse, the game really opens up.
Yeah, 10 hours in!
And I just did that recent episode of that retrospective. You definitely know how excruciatingly painful it hurt my soul.
I told Double R, I was like, I heard your voice. You sounded like, oh.
You sounded like you wanted to die. I wouldn't blame him.
About Type 0, it was like finally relief.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
finally getting somewhere.
Fuck is somewhere. A good game. And it only took him a decade.
And then that next game got canned. I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah. Don't remind me.
I was like, oh snap, this looks so. Oh, never mind.
Wait, so you're telling me the guy that literally saved Modern Square gets screwed, yet the guy who almost burned it to the ground freaking still gets to keep his job? Really? Oh, why? Because of his collection of belts?
I guess so.
I mean, to clarify, I'm not trashing on it.
I'm just imagining somebody at Square saying, "But they're really neat belts."
But I do want to clarify. I'm not trashing him. I'm just trashing the mentality of that. You know what I mean? Like, why do we believe in the mentality of failing upwards? I don't get it, dude. I really don't.
I said that. I said same here, Starchild.
Mm-hmm. I can tell you one thing, Guards 13, from someone who's played it just like RPG Double R over here. FF13 could have been a great game if they just streamlined the hell of it. You know, if they rejiggered and refigured a lot of crap, it could have been a great game.
Mm-hmm.
FF13-2 did listen to the proper criticism at heart, and they tried to damn this, but it was too little, too late. When it returns, had better mechanics, but it was still a trash tier game. Like, to me, saying it's the best, that does not make it a good game. It's just the best in that trilogy. That doesn't mean it's good.
Right.
That just means, it's passable. What do you mean it's passable? Oh, it's playable? That's it? And here's the thing about that game. You thought the first two were offensive? Get ready for the offensiveness that was Lightning Returns. Not only the sexualization as hell with the outfits, but that what the hell ending that happened at the end of Lightning Returns. That the world is renewed, and for some reason those characters exist in our world. I'm not joking, that's actual canon.
Makes sense, I guess?
Yeah? Mind you, this is the guy who directed freaking Final Fantasy X. Again, I don't hate 10, but let's not forget, it gave us the most best dub line ever. Ha 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 ha!
Well, what some people fail, though, at least with that one, is that, you know, he's intentionally trying to make it sound like shit, so...
Yeah.
James Arnold Taylor did admit that. It was supposed that he was told it was supposed to be goofy and awkward.
Like an awkward thing, but a lot of people don't realize the context when they see the clip.
Because it's kind of have to do with the writing, to be fair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sad thing about 10. Like, 10 does have a good story, and I don't think Titus is a bad protagonist. It's just like the same problem with Lightning in 13. It's how it's written that's the problem.
Starchild said, it's the lesser of three evils.
See, even 7
pretty much.
And LPH said, so Joker from P5 is the lightning of Persona games?
Yeah! Yeah!
You know what sucks is you know why I really wanted to get into 5?
Why?
Because me and Joker had the same hair. He's like a thin me.
like real
it
talk,
looks wise.
You can
and I was like, oh,
like,
yeah, exactly. I related to it. Like, we looks wise look similar. He's just thinner.
Dude, real talk. If you go
we
to
both have the same quote unquote Jufro.
If you go to New York Comic Con next year, dude.
Yo, yeah.
Because I know this year is out of question, sadly.
Yeah.
But next year, cosplay some, and when people come up, it's like, oh, do you like Persona 5? Nah, it's trash, and just walk away.
That would be
Dark
awesome.
Shadow says something interesting. And it does. The way the graphics, the characters look, that's exactly what I thought of first thing.
Yeah, Breath of Fire 4.
It looks like, this does look like a Breath of Fire game, doesn't it, Double R?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Huh.
Elena.
When I think
Probably
about
what
it,
Breath
yeah,
of Fire
it
5
does.
should have been.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Wait, was that Dragon
Ooh.
Quarter?
Yes.
Yeah. And the sad thing is, it's just like, the concept was neat. I like the idea, but for a game like Breath of Fire, especially for its 5th iteration, I think that was overreaching, if that makes sense. Like it would have worked if it was a new IP and not the 5th entry in Dragon. You know what I mean? In Breath of Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Cat, come on.
Breath of Fire 5, Dragon Turder, Starchild wrote.
Dragon Turner.
Ryudo kept his hands to himself. Yeah, well.
Well, now he's gonna catch these hands.
Yeah, he's got Cloud Strife and Squall Leonhardt syndrome in him. Probably more Squall Leonhardt syndrome in him. Because he does become likable later on.
But Leon.
Oh, stop your whining, Liquid. This is part of the job.
Liquid.
Yeah.
Liquid.
Liquid.
Brother!
I was doing that
But
earlier.
brother, what are they doing in there? This is why I hate church. Everything takes forever.
Hey, Jerry, how you feel about that?
Well, I was. Oh, I'm glad you said, because I was actually going to come in with my theologian hat and be like, well, which tradition are you in, huh? It all depends. Are you Presbyterian or are you Catholic?
Yeah.
Some of us like to be in church for a couple hours. Some of us only take a half hour. Are you Methodist? Go Methodist if you want short.
Hey, Jerry,
Pretty much.
You just proved one thing.
Yeah.
You're Chewy.
You know what?
That makes me,
You know what
right?
that is with me? You just made me realize something about calling me Chewy, and it's true. It's just like Wooly, knowing religion and knowing fighting games and anime.
Yep.
You know that meme? You
Yes.
have I have God and anime on my side.
Yes, you do. Whereas me,
We're
the
all
only thing I
stupid.
have, the only thing I have in regards to Pat from Two Best Friends is crazy talk. That's it. And some knowledge of fighting games, but that's it.
Talk, crazy talk.
It's like 50% FGC knowledge, 50% crazy talk.
Double R, you should definitely check Star Child's comment, because that's interesting.
I've been decimating Final Fantasy VIII Remastered so far, though. I hit level 100 and I'm about to do the train mission. I have all of the magic and cards that are possibly available at this point.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Oh,
Which
somebody,
version of Final Fantasy
find
VIII Remastered are you playing that's actually workable, Star Child?
Probably
Because
the PS4 version.
yeah,
Very good
probably.
question.
Because like what Jerry brought up is true. Like at least the console versions are playable, where the PC port isn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I showed you guys firsthand when I got day one. Oh, wait, I can't play it on either drive. What the hell, Square? And I paid $22 for that.
good job,
crap.
Square.
Think about that. Yeah.
Good job, Square. Good
See,
job.
I don't know who I got more screwed this week, this entire month. Square or Epic Games with the freaking crap show that was Control. Now, to clarify, the game isn't the problem. It was how it was implemented in EGS's launcher. You know what I mean? As you find folks saw 2 weeks ago when I was streaming it for the Geek Butters that week, right?
Mm-hmm. And you want to know what is actually more ironic but very hypocritical is that people who've been playing Control have actually been getting content ID'd on YouTube, and it's not because of Remedy. It's actually because of Marvelous Games, and they actually published Control in Japan, which is why nobody played. Which is why nobody played Demon X Machina on the Nintendo Switch, was because it's a Marvelous game.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Mm-hmm. And Marvelous Games have been giving content IDs or copyright strikes to people who have played their games on YouTube.
Oh no, we're gonna lose money. How much? Not that much. Then why? This?
Hey, with us specifically, Jeff. Hey, what's 0 minus 0?
0.
0. Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
said,
No, correction. Free Batman games LPH because you get 6.
Oh God, there's
speaking
another
of
reference
free
I could
games, Rockstar. Thanks for San Andreas.
Mm.
You know,
if I didn't already have it on Steam, I'd have to get it.
Right.
They launched their own launcher and gave GTA San Andreas for free.
You know what makes me really salty about that freaking deal?
You know, the gameplay
on
looks,
EGS?
it kind of reminds me of a more not real time, active time version of Gaia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
But to LPH's the TBH's comment this week for EGS, you know the thing that makes me really salty?
What?
They include the trilogy from Rocksteady. They include the Lego trilogy, but not the best game from the Rocksteady trilogy. That being Arkham Origins, because it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, because Rocksteady says it's non-canonical because they didn't make it. So
I don't care. I would rather have that game be canonical than the crap show that was Arkham Knight.
yeah. Well, yeah. If it's any, it's still, you can still buy it on Steam, and it's actually on sale right now because of Batman Day. So.
Oh, true, but it's just like that'd be nice. It's like,
Yeah, it'd be
regardless
nice
of
if it was
canonical or not.
included.
I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be nice if it was included, yeah. But yeah, they take the whole we didn't make it, so it's non-canonical, so fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
let's make a new character, and yeah, he's not a character you've never seen before. Jerry, remember when we saw the first trailer for freaking Arkham Knight? I called who it was.
Yes, you did.
Oh yeah.
I am not the biggest fan of Batman. Jerry can testify to this, but I knew who was Arkham Knight the day they announced that.
Yeah. LPH said, "Did YouTube really care?"
No.
And
No.
Star Trek said he hasn't ran
Nobody
into
really
any
cares.
issues with the remaster in terms of gameplay.
Well, that's good.
His gripe is that it's not in standard screen format and not all of the games actually remastered.
Huh.
No, yeah, that's a weird.
So it's a semi-remaster.
Yeah.
Well, like all the sprites and everything are brand new, but the backgrounds are left untouched.
You know, it'd be nice if you
So
did
it's
that
a
for both the
weird-
sprites and the background, and not just
Yeah.
the sprites.
So it's like kind of a weird.
I'm surprised.
disconnect.
I noticed at the beginning, but I thought he'd have at least somebody with him.
Oh yeah, you mean like a secondary playable character? Oh yeah, so it's like playing Lunar 2, where you start by yourself with battling monsters right at the beginning.
Hey, Jared, look at the bright side. We were talking about how crap both Final Fantasy 13 and Persona 5's intros were. It could be worse. It could be another Fallout 2.
Now, you mean part 2? You mean the original part 2?
Yes,
Oh yeah.
from Black Isle. Because remember how crap that was with the other two aforementioned games? Yeah.
LPH said about the Arkham Knight. that's basically what they were doing. Rocksteady. No, it's not Jason Todd. Yes, it is.
It's like, come on, I know who that is. You cannot try to hide that.
Completely new and original character.
Even
Oh.
Sin Shu from Rise of Sinshu was original.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And they
I
actually
knew that.
and they actually
him.
presented that character better because he was an original character for that game.
And you know what's even more messed up? Unlike with Rocksteady, take on an original character that was actually created by a comic official,
Yes.
i.e. Jim Lee.
Yes.
You silly bastard.
Oh, so WB in a nutshell. Gotcha.
Exactly.
Or I should say Rocksteady, aka Sefton Hill in a nutshell.
Oh, speaking of which, you know what's funny, guys? And I showed you this the other night too, Jerry. I find it funny that Jim Lee could do the one thing that Rooster Teeth could never do.
Grandia 2, Star Child, I think it had... I'm sure it's a 2-disc game, from what I recall.
Jerry? If he's there. Oh,
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry.
no, I was about to say, Jim Lee did the one thing that Rooster Teeth could never do. Make
Yeah.
Ruby likable.
That's true.
I mean, because you guys saw
No
that very
comment.
cover I showed you that he did, right? I mean, I don't want to say that the comic's crap, but oh boy, no comment. And I ain't talking about the writing.
Gotcha.
It's like what you said earlier, Mel. No comment.
Exactly that. No comment.
That's how you stop Gabos, really.
Because
Yeah.
Ruby, it's a very...
It's
and
something.
people
It's something.
and just think people complain about comics and video games fandoms being toxic and shit.
And then you see Ruby.
Like
Yeah,
from my
and then-
experience, right, guys?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah,
Ruby
like
fandom
where even
can
where
be-
you're agreeing with them, they're calling you all kinds of stuff. I'm agreeing with you, you idiot. I saw that on Reddit earlier.
Dear
Ooh,
Lord.
owie.
Somebody was agreeing with them on how bad Brazil's law is, and then they said, "You're defending this awful stuff," and the guy was like, "No, I'm not. I'm agreeing. I'm just saying that's how Brazil's law is. I'm not saying I agree with it."
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with
And then they'll, no, you're
dense,
condoning
no.
it. How am I condoning it by explaining what the law is? I'm just saying.
Like,
what it is.
how? How does any of this work?
But like I said, like even though I was like nicely cracking on RT, I do feel bad for what recently
There
happened.
was one thing
That
RP
sucks.
did that I saw earlier today that I actually liked. That was funny to me.
Mhm.
You remember the watery smile?
Yes.
I do.
Well, RT did their version of that, making a bot write a skit for them.
Oh yeah, they did do that. Yep.
It was basically just as hilariously weird as that watery smile. And don't interrupt.
Why can't you be more positive?
Yep.
Hey, who doesn't love watery
Add to the
smiles?
tape.
Square
Maybe she
Enix.
does make people laugh with the force of an exploding kidney.
Oh, still Square Enix. So lightning.
Yeah, you thought. Yeah, one of them had more than one disc.
Yeah, but real talk, like even though we were, nicely cracking, like nicely ripping on RT, I do feel horrible.
You know what's funny?
what happened
Like
this month.
this game not being like this, like really, I really like the design of this game.
Mm-hmm.
Like even though you could tell it's an older game, it still kind of holds up in a weird way.
It does, because you know why it holds up? It's not the graphics; it's the backdrop.
Oh,
In regards to the backdrop and the style choice of graphics, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Because I feel like that's where we kind of screwed ourselves. Not myself or others in the call or in the chat, but the general audience is like, oh, this game looks great because of the graphics. They look so realistic. It's like, no, no, that's not what the thing. That's not what the main focus of a video game should be. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you want proof? Go look at the CGI in most modern films these days. When you focus it so much, that's when you lose. That's when you lose the realism of films. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, cool. I got to level up with Ryudo. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Finally, I leveled up with him.
Mm-hmm.
But he was already at a level 10, so I guess that's,
Good.
yeah.
I mean, it could have been worse. He could have been level 1.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah.
You can actually see some of the actions from some of the monsters are being canceled after I hit them with an attack. Well, their attacks will be canceled for a short time, but as long as you hit them first, you actually kind of stagger back their active time battle gauge.
Mm. Oh, since we were talking about weirdness earlier, yeah, still no update in regards to the whole crap show between the original writer of Friday the 13th and its creator, huh?
Oh Lord,
Hi,
yeah.
hi.
Still no update. I don't know how long that's still going to be lasting, guys, to be honest. I mean, that lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
Probably going to go on forever at this point.
Ooh, should we bring up what Star Child said in the chat?
What did he say? Let me see.
The most recent one.
Oh. Well, I'll
You,
just say,
you
yeah,
understand
I
what
saw
I was
that too.
asking.
Oh, Chuck
Yeah.
Huber, yeah, the voice of Android 17.
Let's just say, yeah. Yeah. Funimation a lot more. I'll say this: Funimation a lot more dirty laundry than.
Thank you.
thought.
See, you can understand what I was asking. Thank you. That's the perfect response to it.
Yeah, it isn't. Let's just say that even if one person is bad, let's just say he ain't the only one.
What we're saying is we're not trying to touch it with 24 Paul, but if we have to, they
Yeah,
both
basically.
crap.
Exactly. Funimation
Yeah,
is
just
not
like
sweet
how,
clean like they want you to believe.
Yeah, just like how what's-his-name desecrated a major iconic character in Japan by saying a bundle of sticks in his outtake reel.
Oh, those are funny to me, but let's
They
just say-
are.
yeah.
That's the sad part is they are funny, but they're kind of not funny.
It's not funny, but the thing that pisses me off is that those type of people, I'm not going to bring up who, but they're using it for ammo for their cause, which I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Just to say, because, like we said earlier, we don't want to touch the entire thing with 24 Pole because, Oh boy, since the start of this year, it's been
Been a hell of a year for Funimation. Let's just put it that way.
not only for Funimation, like I said earlier, Rooster Teeth. You know what I mean? Both companies got royally screwed this year.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, it's like a lot of people like assume it's like, hey, you're liking this, right, Jeff? It's like, no, I'm still a fan of RT. How the heck do you think I really feel? I feel horrible. Like, I mean, 13%. That's around 50 people lost their damn job because of some a-hole that's no longer there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the thing that really pisses me off about, our societal norm of how, businesses are run. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I said earlier, the mentality of failing upwards. Or in the proper case, getting snidered.
Failing downwards.
like a house should be, right? Like if you fail once,
Yeah.
that's it, you're off.
Bam. Fall flat on your face.
Yeah.
But
It's just where WB was in the right, they kind of screwed up. It's like, yeah, you're getting fired, but the movie is not even done. It's like, too bad.
Yeah.
TF, basically.
So yeah, the music that's done for this game, it's actually by the same composer who worked on the Lunar games, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Noriyuki Iwadare. He also did the music for most of the Ace Attorney games as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Which company made this game?
Game Arts made it.
Oh.
Whereas Gung Ho Online Entertainment actually has the distribution rights as of now, since Game Arts went under.
Who published
that's
this
right.
one?
Who published it in North America? It was Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ubi.
No,
Weird.
but or was it Enix? No, it was Enix who was the. Oh God, I have to look at the. No, I don't see Enix's name on Grandia 2 anywhere. Starchild. But I know Square. I know Square Enix published Grandia 3 on the PS2.
Oh, okay.
There was actually something I read earlier today that I found interesting.
Ooh, God.
For guys, I mean, you guys remember like a year or two ago, there was going to be another Nightmare on Elm Street reboot happening.
Yeah, I heard that.
Bloody,
Well, I feel like
bloody mess in this game.
it's going to sound it might be a little bit more complicated going forward because apparently exclusively announced via BladeDiscussing.com.
Liquid.
The U.S. rights to the film series has reverted back to Wes Craven's estate.
Liquid, there's nothing to worry about. She's not dead. She has her eyes open. Look. You say, damn it, she's dead. Hey, I see you're still alive. Your eyes are still open. Wake up. And besides, that's not even blood on your head. That's just ketchup. You just pulled the oldest trick in the book, and it's not even funny.
Dark House and stuff.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. That may be the one thing I'm thinking of. Or that may be the one I'm thinking of. If he's talking about one of the Grandia games where there's just only one disc, then yeah, it was Grandia 3 on the PS2.
Yeah.
This stupid door won't budge, but Liquid, we thought you were smarter than that. Besides, you piloted a giant bipedal walking tank that looks like a T-Rex.
My headphones probably going. Sorry.
It just like Roseanne show, one person did something bad, can the show. Something bad, can the show, yep.
I know, these days, cancel culture, yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
where I wouldn't use that as an example because it's Roseanne we're talking about. It does bring up a good point in regards.
No, it is the same thing, really. Somebody said something terrible.
I was just saying more in regards to what happened with
I'm not saying
James
I
Gunn.
endorse. Unfortunately, that's the thing. Oh no, you're saying. Oh no, you're endorsing what you said. No, don't.
Right. See,
don't
that's
put that
what I'm
evil
saying.
on me.
I'm saying that either. I agree with you too, but it's just you know what I mean.
Don't put that evil on me.
Yeah. No. God. No. Yeah.
Because like I told you, like I said on Reddit, somebody was agreeing with somebody over a law on Brazil. Just
Right. Yeah.
no, but you're endorsing this terrible law. No, I'm just explaining what it is. Don't put
Don't
that
put
up.
words in my mouth.
Yeah,
Don't do that on me,
People do.
Ricky.
I bet it right now with me. Somebody asked something about church or something. I said, okay, this is what just in a Christian subreddit, and I got downvoted.
Ouch.
I'm like, okay, I'll answer. No. Like I wasn't. What's that word? Force feeding anything? I was just saying, okay, this church.
You were answering a question. That's all.
And nope. Let's downvote this guy. What's it?
You weren't doing anything wrong. You were just basically asking a question. You just get downvoted. I mean, it's kind of reminds me back about 11 years ago when Final Fantasy IV DS was coming out in the West, and I heard the first trailer in English, you know, with the voice cast, and when I recognized that was Yuri Lowenthal's voice playing Cecil Harvey, that's when I asked in the comments of game trailers, is that Yuri Lowenthal voicing Cecil Harvey? And guess what? I got downvoted quite significantly just for asking a complete, concise question.
Huh.
Jeez, what the heck?
Assholes.
Yeah.
And it was him, right? So what the heck? Internet, man. People don't write anymore. They just
no, they don't.
see one thing and attack it.
Early SJWs before SJWs became a thing in this culture in the today's.
Simpsons called them back in the day before that term was around. They said PC thug.
Mm-hmm.
Which is more appropriate than social justice warrior, just saying.
Cheers, yeah.
Because that's not being a warrior, that's more of a thuggish tactic, you know what I mean?
Exactly. That's true. It is more thug than warrior, you're right. And Lisa said, she called me a PC thug. And Homer said, oh, I've been called a greasy thug. And my computer is doing the old freeze-a-roo.
Ooh. A dark tower, shadows over Mystara, is going to become a thing in this world of Grandia 2.
Oh, man. That was a good game.
Yes, it was.
Both of those D&D beat-em-ups.
Yeah,
which became basically what Dragon's Crown became.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I play them occasionally, still on Steam these days. So yeah,
it was free for Plus, and I don't have.
Yeah,
Plus.
I remember. Yeah.
If only I had Plus back, I could stream some Tekken. But no.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully soon, like I told you guys before we stream.
Yeah.
The good news, yeah.
Because then we can all see you get bodied online again.
Yeah. Not wrong.
Well,
until I get, like, okay, I'm better than everybody in our Discord, but that's a small. I am the big fish in the small lake.
Starchild, to answer your question, I really don't know if that's the name of this game's world, to be honest. I think it's just... I really don't know where the name Grandia came from for this property.
That is an interesting question.
Nor do I, sadly.
I'm sure somebody can look it up on the internet or something.
I am right now, actually. And my phone when I was writing Grassroots. Yes. That's what I was writing.
Blah, 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 blah. By what I've been able to quickly look up, the world the games are set in is never named.
I did not Okay.
It just referred to a world of emerging technology and exploration. So yeah, I don't think it's.
So it's Earth all along. Yes, you finally made a monkey.
We have some wonton beef stew here on Earth.
It's finally
Dr. Zayas.
made a monkey. Yep.
Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas.
Dr. Sayers.
Yeah.
Dr. Sayers, Dr. Sayers. Oh, Dr. Sayers. Dr. Sayers, Dr. Sayers.
One of the best
I love the
musicals
legitimate
ever.
theater. So what I'm planning to do, I'm gonna have to talk to Wheels about this Dragon Ball Super stuff. Star Child, did you hear about Dragon Ball Super's latest chapter in the manga? Computer's frozen, so I can't see the chat either. So
Oh wait a minute,
I don't know why I even asked. Well, you guys can see the chat. Yeah.
LPH says ISAM mid to top tier in the WWE games.
Mm.
Yeah, my dad actually plays WWE games online.
Oh yeah? How did that go? Legit ask because I don't know how the modern games are.
Oh no, exactly. They are. They're way different. Yeah. I went in once and I was like, this is weird. Because it's not a typical fighting game, you know. So it's like I don't know.
Mm.
Can I unfreeze my computer now, please?
Nope.
It's not even budging. Like that's the crazy part to me. Okay, I'm gonna have to hit force quit. How dare you explain this person asked for down below? That's why and the people wonder why I don't comment on Reddit as much as I want to.
Right.
Can I please unfreeze? Come on! It won't let me force quit even.
Really?
What's going on in the game?
Oh, we just got out of the tower, and now all darkness is breaking loose, or I should say all hell's breaking loose, so...
Right.
Brought this nice, lovely young lady back over to the church from the town we started in. So yeah, you're playing as a foul-mouthed mercenary protecting this woman who has a very strong religious beliefs.
Mm.
So me?
So you're a foul...
playing as?
Sure.
I'm just over here like, you support heresy, then I kill people. Like, oh wow, that's pretty
Sounds
much
good.
me in a game.
Spot on, yeah.
You heretic, and then I punch. Yeah.
Spot on, Jer.
Yo, are you trying to tell me that RPG me is just basically what they call a Templar, a Knight Templar?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's what we're getting at. Yes, Jerry.
I'm
Yes.
just a Knight Templar from the Crusaders age.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Heretic. Have a mace in my hand.
But you could definitely see that in Final Fantasy Tactics story. I mean, especially when it comes to the Lucavi, that they're taking guys as men who are dressed up as Knights Templar.
Yeah, I remember the story for Tactics.
Mm.
It's basically like saying, ha ha.
Yet they call Ramza a heretic because he exposed them to their devilish deeds. And everybody just followed. Well, except for those who actually didn't really give a crap about the politics in that world.
Oh, can I finally force quit? Can I finally No! Why did option to force quit disappear on me?
You know, Jerry, the more angry you get, the more angry you get, the more your voice Cylons on us.
It's Star Child. All hell's breaking loose is a good Kiss song, but there's a good Kiss song to actually, you know, kind of brighten up the mood that's going on in this song. If there was rock and roll, we'd say, God gave rock and roll to you. Gave rock and roll to you.
Nah.
I remember that song.
Nah, I got nothing.
Like, at this time, we just sing Queen.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you.
Kill a queen.
Bites the dust though. Okay, I finally force quit Chrome. The last thing I see on the screen is Ryuta saying, "This door doesn't budge."
Starchild says, I have an import Dramcast game, but Dreamcast game that looks similar to this game as well, called Climax Landers.
Oh.
Someone should just take a screen cap of what Ryudo is saying right here. I'm sorry, were you waiting for me to give a damn?
That's me material right there.
Yes.
If only I'm still not completely unfrozen. Wait, am I unfrozen? Finally. Am I siloning? Because that's why I was siloning, because I was frozen.
Nope, no longer
okay.
silent. You're good.
Okay, so it's official. Ryudo is both an atheist and a misogynist.
Oh, so Redditor.
Yep, basically a Redditor before Reddit became a thing. This is what he says. Let me think about it. I can't stand God or women.
Oh, so insert someone we know.
Yeah, Reddit. All of Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
I was also saying,
well, yeah, I was just saying all he needs is
I was alluding to certain someone we know that's not in this call.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. But he does need a fedora. Jeff. You're not wrong. Yep. Yep. Because if I remember, that's exactly how he is.
What?
Yep.
What have you done? You foul dark one! Leave at once!
So, guys, have you seen some good recent Toku as of late?
Boy, well, I'm just...
The funny thing is, I'm asking legitimately, but at the same time, Jerry gets the punchline.
Well, I'm personally finishing up World Ninja War Jiraiya at the moment.
Oh, nice.
So.
I thought you already finished it.
No, we're finishing it this week on Wednesday.
Evil takes forms far from foul.
Are you really one of the dark ones?
Nice.
Huh? Ooh, just the sight of this place disgusts me. This filthy statue.
This devil woman with giant chesticles?
The scum who live here too.
Kind of chesticles.
I said giant chesticles.
Emphasis on chest.
So me. No, not me. So what I like.
Yeah, Jerry.
No.
Context
Yeah,
Context.
I'm not a.
and warning. They matter.
What have you done?
What's the big deal? It's just a rickety old church. Now, how about I obliterate this town for you?
Hey, What do you think you're doing? Are you out of your mind? Or are you just as sick and twisted as you look?
You're terrible. What an awful thing to
Well, yeah, she's a demon.
say. Well,
Ah, the old
Really
dogma thing.
Are you really that oblivious, Ryugo? Can you not tell by the horns coming out of her head?
Yeah,
or
since
the
we're
wings
fighting
behind her
here,
back.
since we're fighting here, I'm pretty sure this is one battle where it's going to be story based, and we're just going to get our butts kicked.
Or you
Yeah.
have to lose, yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe. No. Yep. Or I guess just stay alive long enough, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I did get some hits on her. Sweet.
What's the point of her having a freaking crossbow when she can use fire-based attacks on you?
Mm-hmm.
And lightning. What's the point of having a crossbow? See, this is why I can never gel with JRPGs even as a kid. The mentality.
Nice special effects there for a magic spell, though.
Yeah, for I think it was early 2001, right?
Ow, dang. That hurt like hell, but the battle's over. But didn't die or anything.
Kyle, that was early 2001 this game was released, right?
Either 2000 or 2001. Let me look at the box.
Yeah, because it was, well, Dreamcast is still alive, so...
Yeah, it wasn't dead. It wasn't dead yet.
you make a rather nice plaything.
Don't toy with me.
Let's see. 2000.
Okay.
It's millennia. Next time we meet, you mind. Well,
I'll make you mine. So, you're a succubus, actually, huh?
Oh, dear.
Was it? Didn't we encounter one of those the last time we played a game last week?
For a girl.
Not in control.
Father,
No, it was a game before. It was one of the games before that, right?
yourself, just eat
Boo.
simply what you
Star Child said she did like a Hellzone grenade.
Yeah, she did.
LPH said mid-2000s? Mid-2000?
I'm not sure if it's a mid 2000, but all I just know it is a 2000 game.
Yeah. You know, it's a shame there's never gonna be another Darkstalkers. God damn it, Capcom. Just nothing else. It's just, God damn it, Capcom. Oh, but you guys want more Street Fighter, right? You mean Street Fighter? Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
Amen.
You guys aren't sick of Ryu and Ken yet, right?
Anyway, so now we have to go to what equates to, I guess, the Holy Vatican City in this game's world. See if we can purify this.
Still don't have a full party, do you?
Nope. It's gonna be me and her, it looks like, going forward, till we get more party members.
Is it fully voice acted? Because I can't hear the game.
No, it's not. It's not fully voice acted.
Well, then again, I guess that wasn't a thing yet, right?
Not yet, anyways. Which, you know, that was something I'm really shocked that Lunar Silver Star Harmony on the PSP did not take advantage of, is making the game fully voiceovered for everything. That was a huge missed opportunity.
Right.
You know, it's funny to me, as much as I love Yakuza, and Yakuza has the space for it, but I don't know why they don't. Not everything in that game is voice acted. And that's still weird to me. Like, it goes voice acted till all of a sudden just reading text and it feels like you're playing a game from PS2 era, where you're just hearing, where instead of voices, the sound the text makes is supposed to be the voice. Taka 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 taka. But Kiryu goes tuku 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 tuku.
Yeah.
and that's their voices all of a sudden. Like, what happened? I know you have. Oh, you can't say limitation because I know there's room still.
Mm-hmm.
A Blu-ray disc, a PS4 Blu-ray disc can hold what, 60 gigs?
Yep.
And Yakuza is only 28.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously there's room there to be fully voice acted.
Oh yeah. So in other words, they have no excuse.
LPH, that'd be dope. Especially since they cross over a Final Fight a lot, and that's already a beat 'em up. He said that instead of a new fighting game, he'd want a beat 'em up from Street Fighter.
That would be nice.
I mean, they already keep crossing over a Final Fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just do it.
I mean, it
Matter
can't
of
get worse.
fact,
It can't
that's
get worse than Streetwise, right,
Matter
Jared?
of fact, that is Street Fighter 2. Final Fight was going to be Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, it was because it was originally called
They were
Street
like-
Fighter '89.
Yep. That was supposed to be the sequel to Street Fighter. So, they did have that idea of making a sequel to beat 'em up already, so why not fully go for it this time?
I mean, again, the only place they can go is up. I mean, they can't
Right.
make it. They can't make another Streetwise, right, Jared?
Oh, God. Yeah, it's funny. I had that game.
And you were hyped. I remember.
Yeah.
Oh
You were
God,
hyped.
you poor soul.
Oh yeah.
And I beat it. Oh, there's lots of good games I haven't beat, but that one, oh yeah, I beat that one.
Yeah.
Now that's one of those games I intend to actually buy at some point, Final Fight Streetwise, just to see how bad it is.
There's some. The sad thing
No.
is there's actually some interesting things in there.
Yeah. The sad thing is there's
Mainly
some.
the game is not quote unquote canon. Well, you know me and that word.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's interesting how they look at how the Final Fight people and the Street Fighter people grew up or aged in this continuity.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me you're not sleeping.
You know, LPH says, and yeah, more SF6, but I want a new Street Fighter game do what Mortal Kombat did and make a beat 'em up. You know what? That could actually work for Street Fighter if they did something kind of in the continuity of, like, say, Street Fighter 2 V for both Ryu and Ken.
You're not. Hey, we're live, bro. We're live, man.
Wait,
Cut his mic. Cut his mic.
wake up!
Hold on.
Wake up!
With all due respect, he's also suffering from anal bleeding.
I muted him.
What?
Good.
Good. What in the
I'm sorry.
world?
I'm sorry. I just came back from laughing my butt.
Starshot said it's an all right. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing about Streetwise. There was parts of it that I liked,
Yeah. What's the
which made the disappointing parts even more disappointing. Because those parts I actually did like. It just was. There was another game that came out also by Capcom that wasn't in the Street Fighter
So,
Fight
Jerry,
universe.
to clarify, what you say right now, how you feel about Streetwise is how you currently feel about Metal. You're not mad, you're just disappointed.
Yeah, exactly.
Metal,
Final
you disappoint me, man.
Final Battle Streetwise was pretty hard, lol. Yeah, it was. There was parts of it I liked, like for real. Like I said, you could fight Andore, you could fight Cammy in the game.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool.
You mean the only Street Fighter character that are good redesign?
And the final battle and final fight, it actually it actually was probably the most interesting thing about Streetwise because of the relation that the main antagonist had with the main antagonist from the first Final Fight, Belger.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Which for some reason I thought his name was Bergen the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Then again, you
Belger.
must have been playing the Super Nintendo version, Jerry, if you got his name as Bergen.
Oh, was it a Super NES version? Is
It
that
could
one?
have been because you got to remember Sodom was named Katana in the.
Yeah. And Roxy and Poison were changed into two dudes, Billy and Sid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's better.
Because I remember we got Final Fight 1. I remember my dad Ira it's funny. You know me. I don't remember a lot of stuff from my childhood. Or you know me. I have bad memory. Rather.
Uh-huh.
Right.
But I remember the day my dad bought Final Fight 1. I actually remember having the box and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at this game. I was like, what is this game? He was like, oh, no, it's cool, though.
Yeah.
And I remember looking at the box, and because the box was Hagar staring at Abigail. Funny enough, who knew Abigail would all of a sudden come back to Street Fighter?
I know.
As an autistic...
Gabo?
I mean, you see him in the game.
I know, but still, the context of that people know is just like, that's what I was saying, Gabo?
Metal, you're gonna have to type in the Skype chat if you're awake.
If he's awake.
Correction, if he's alive.
Well, we heard signs of life.
True, but this is metal we're talking about. It can go either way.
We heard signs of life. We just hear signs of consciousness. And I hope his cats aren't eating him.
Yes.
Hey, Stream, you got to tell us, man. What do you think of that? One of our own guys fell asleep on stream. You gotta.
Well, yeah. What's the over under, guys?
Yeah.
Type the number in the comment.
What's the over under that he's awake right now, or that he's still asleep? I was afraid this would happen one day, and it happened. I was like, he's
Jerry, stop being right.
Oh, I know.
It's just like with me. When you screw up, I have the right to say stop being right. When it's vice versa, when it's me, you have the right to say that to me. That's future lore. I just made that lore.
Now I'm gonna speak ex cathedra like a pope and say no. No.
Oh my god, we are the best friends incarnate. Again, if you're Chewy, oh god, that makes me, oh boy.
Should I just draw like an eggplant over your face so you could actually call it a face?
No, give that to Matt over there. You know, the one that's sleeping at the moment.
Eggplant emoji. Sasha was talking about Streetwise is backwards compatible on 360.
Really?
Oh, Star Shell actually has a point to talk about sleeping. I think falling asleep during streams is pretty common. A week ago when I was streaming FFA, I kept nodding off while I was streaming. Oh dear.
Yeah, I mean there are times when I'm streaming that that'll yawn, but I'll still be awake.
This is why even though I know more people show up for my streams later, that's why I stream at 4 instead of like 6
because
or 7.
they have schedules.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, because I know I'll do that. I try to
Yeah.
The sad thing is people made it obvious that they'd rather me start at 5 by the numbers.
Right.
On my stream yesterday and last week.
And the week before.
I'm looking at my Reddit comment. Hey, what's literally this was the question.
Yeah.
What podcast I'm talking about? My reply, it's called the Areopagus Podcast. Then I get downvoted. Literally answering his question.
What?
Yeah!
What?
Yeah. Literally answering their question. Let me downvote you anyway, you
jerks.
Which podcast? This podcast. Screw you. How dare you answer my question when I asked you? What?
Exactly, right? I didn't ask you, so I don't want your question, even though you answered it for me.
He literally replied to me asking me, which makes it weirder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that too, LPH. That's very common. He says he sleeps every time he listens to some people's podcasts. Sometimes I use podcasts to sleep.
Oh yeah.
Not to say they're boring. It's just sometimes I feel so relaxed listening to the podcast. I just fall
Oh no, I
asleep.
get that. Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you're saying I'm boring? Like, no. I'm saying
No.
you're relaxed.
You're just saying it's proper.
Your
ASMR
soothing
for
voice
you.
just relaxes us.
Exactly.
It's
Some people
it's
just have
proper
that kind-
ASMR for you. Yeah.
Some people have that kind of voice, you know.
Yep.
I don't
Funny
have
enough-
anything against you.
Yeah.
Not whatsoever.
Let me give a test to Metal.
Are you dead? If not, press F to pay respects.
Wings of Redemption,
crap.
are you actually in our call? If you are, get the hell off our group.
It let me mute him, but it won't let me unmute him. Why would it let me unmute? Why would you give me the power to mute?
First, that's Skype, so blame Microsoft for that. Second off, I wonder how Wheels is gonna feel when we tell him about this later.
You're gonna laugh, you know that.
He's like, wait, what? Or he'll probably tell us some insane story that this is not the first time. In fact, this is just
No.
tip of the
He
iceberg.
told me that already. It's not the first time.
You're right.
Metal, just type in the chat so I can,
You know you're alive.
Can you unmute him? I thought I was the host of this. I thought I've created this group.
He did.
Right?
Oh, wait, I don't even know.
No, I can't unmute him, but I can remove him from the call.
Oh.
Okay, remove the call is available, but not mute.
Yeah, for me, mute is grayed out.
How about you, Kyle? Try if you're able to.
When you get-
To see if I can
When you
unmute
have the
him?
chance to. Yeah, we have the chance to, obviously, because we know you're, busy with obvious things.
Okay. Once I get to,
Yeah.
I don't know why my dogs are barking, but,
They're telling Metal to wake the hell up. That's what they're doing.
pretty much. I can concede with that.
Oh, I think he has to unmute himself. I think that's it. Jeff, can you mute me? And then I think I unmute myself. I think that's what happens.
Let me try.
Yeah, see if mute shows up.
I hope you got you right.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry. I'll just leave and rejoin the call.
Yeah, mute. I can mute you.
Yep, you have to unmute yourself.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you have to unmute yourself.
So we'll know when Metal's back
Yeah.
when he rejoins.
yeah, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I am
We'll know he's
so
back.
disappointed in Metal.
I left a message for him there.
I don't know which one was funnier, me laughing
our
like a
child.
maniac, or
Yeah.
your response.
Oh yeah, I mean, wake up, we're live, fool.
It's like, are you asleep? And the funny thing is, Jerry, is like, if we were not alive, I can imagine you saying even worse things to him,
Oh god, yeah.
like going full on hood on him.
Oh, and calling him my favorite favorite description, FLDB.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean Last Dragonborn.
No. Now we know. Jerry, you just translated what Kyle's dogs are saying to Metal at the moment. They're saying that to him for you not saying it. See, they're sacrificing their reputation by pulling a gavel, so you won't have to. See, they agree with me.
Woof.
Woof.
Uh,
You know what's funny is that last night I was playing the Link's Awakening remake on my Switch,
ooh, I
and
want to play that so bad.
but the thing is that whenever the owl Kapor Gabora would always come and always makes those hoots, my dogs thought that there was actual dogs outside barking.
Another dog.
Nice.
I want to play that so bad. That looks so cute.
Oh yes, it's really good.
And as you already know, it's my favorite.
Zelda game.
Yeah. I still have the cart. Dang it. You know that?
Well, for which version? OG or Game Boy Color? OG.
Original Game Boy, gray cart.
Or, oh, wait a minute. We don't actually call it gray. We call it 4 shades of green. If you're going by just traditional
screen,
Game
yes.
Boy, if you're just going by traditional face value Game Boy logic.
Yeah.
Well, the cart is gray though.
Well, yeah,
So
that,
you're
I know.
referring to the
Well, I'm
cart.
just.
Green, we used to call it pea soup green.
Yeah. Or puke green.
Yeah.
Whatever which one. Yeah.
Because
And
Nintendo
watch
was
us-
like, that's a good color.
And watch us get banned by Twitch just by saying puke and or pee or pee.
On pea soup.
Yeah, but still.
Well,
Watch them try to block us.
I was like, oh hey, how dare you? I was talking about the food.
We're talking about edible things, not the, that.
Starshell said he has the original version as well. He still has the instruction manual. Wow, I just had the cart, and I have the Donkey Kong cart somewhere.
Oh, nice.
I don't know where it is.
The Game Boy Donkey Kong?
Yes.
You
Oh,
mean
God.
the underrated land games? Yeah.
Oh, God. I used to have that. That was like one of the games I got when I got the Super Game Boy.
Nice.
What happened was my cousin, when I was young, when I got a Game Boy Color, my cousin had a bunch of Game Boy games, and she gave me all of them,
Oh, cool.
and I traded most of them except for Donkey Kong and Link's Awakening. I kept those.
Smart.
I was like, nope. So I know I have Donkey Kong somewhere. Yes, Star Child original. Because I was about to say, I knew what you meant. Because we were talking about pee earlier, and I thought you said I have the urinal version.
Nice. Nice.
Orgnar.
Or Orignar? Or somebody was saying original.
Orignal.
Orignal. Original.
I posted Skype for Metal. If you see it right there, you have to unmute yourself when you're awake. And it says he saw it, but I don't know if he saw it or if it's just, the screen is on, therefore he saw it,
Or it's probably one of its cats.
Like...
Jumping on the keyboard, moving crap, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But still, Metal, I am so disappointed in you, man.
I know!
Wheels told me he'd do this.
But now we have proof because we show it to him when it goes on VOD.
I really like how this game moves. Like, are you actually moving them or are they moving?
No, they're automatically moving themselves.
Which is actually cool though. Like, even though it's turn-based.
Yeah,
They're actually showing them instead of like back then where they just sit there and it says, well, this person got attacked. Like, you actually see them move up and attack.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's that semi-automatic movement that they do in this game.
Yeah.
Kind of like what Star Ocean does, but even though it's this game's all turn-based, Star Ocean's real-time.
So that's what I'm saying. This game is kind of is a turn-based real-time looker.
Mm-hmm.
False real-time, false action. Starshaw said he has the Hyrule Historia. And it goes
So do I.
LPH says, I still wish I had my Game Boy Color. Me too, man. Or actually, I still wish I had my Game Boy Advance SP. It played everything and had backlight.
Let's be fair. Is it fair to say that was Nintendo's last truly good, horrible, the Game Boy Advance SP?
Yes.
Yeah, because the DS and 3DS were good, but they weren't that as good. Like, there's way more GBA games I had and played. Starshout was glad I asked that question about them moving because he was wondering if they were moving on their own or not.
Oh yeah.
And then I says to Mabel,
I says.
Yes.
I says to Mabel that I'm finally back.
Oh my God! We thought you died, man.
No, it's long story, but
Short story was you survived with the dragon.
This is like a traditional RPG. Metal was put to sleep, and then he came back after the effects wore off.
well, yeah,
I'm not even touching that.
Well, you're not.
No, it's what Collins said in regards to sleep. I am not touching that.
Oh, okay, yeah. The rest of it, I don't know.
Star Child says, "I want a backlit Game Boy. Which version has that?" I know that. What's his name? Gamester81 on YouTube actually showcased a Japanese Game Boy that actually had a backlight inside of the Game Boy that actually lit up the screen.
Yeah, the game. Yeah, that's the Game Boy Light.
Yeah, a very rare Game Boy.
Yeah,
I know that one too.
Yeah, it was a Japan only thing that was released. I think it was after the Pocket and before the Color, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Which one?
The Game Boy Light.
Yes. That was the that was the one in between Color and Pocket.
Mm-hmm.
It still was black and white, but it was a lot better than the Pocket. Like
Yeah,
the Pocket was already good, but
Oh yeah.
You could play it when you're not under direct sunlight.
Is that the answer to Star Child's question? Because yes, the backlit Game Boy was the light. Yep.
Mm.
I'm glad I waited for the. Well, not even. I don't remember how I got it. I remember my dad just saying like, "You've been asking for the Game Boy Color, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." Happy birthday! Oh!
Merry birthmas.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Then I got a Game Boy Color.
Nice.
Game
Happy
Boy
birthday.
Advance, I remember more because that one I sold the Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, "Okay, I'll get you an Advance if you're willing to sell your color towards it." I'm like, "Yeah, it's backwards compatible." And then bam, I got an
Hell
Advance.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was the days when backwards compatible was, cool, and everybody did it without having to buy. No, we don't. That's the thing. They know they can do backwards compatibility. Sony, I mean, specifically, I'm talking about. They
But
just don't
will
want
they?
to.
Nope.
I remember Matt talking about this back when, like I said before, when the best friends were still best friends.
Yeah. Before the Zaibatsu was sadly dismantled.
that Matt mentioned that the PS4 has a switch right there that just allows PS2 emulation from putting your disc in.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just haven't turned it on.
Yeah.
Why, Sony?
You know, like how Microsoft pulled. Oh, there's no Switch. Totally a Switch.
Yeah, exactly. No, there is.
There's no such thing as a Switch for the Xbox One. There's totally a Switch for the Xbox One. It's
Yeah.
a rub.
LPH said, "Why Japan get all the good stuff?" Been my question for 20 years.
Because they're Japan. They're not us.
Star Child, I just have the original Game Boy and the Advance. LPH, what? 3 exclamation marks.
Nice.
Wait, what happened?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just wrote what?
Oh.
Yeah. I think it was more like a wait, what?
Oh.
I'm
About the
assuming.
PS4 Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is BS, man.
There's a Switch. You know why? It's because why get them to just use their old discs when we can get them to rebuy it in our store? Yay! Now, the thing is I don't mind rebuying a game if it's rare and I can't find it, but it shouldn't be forced on you if you have the game,
Yeah.
Like, I never had that game. Okay, I can. But KOF Orochi Saga, I bought it off of PS4 for $3, even though I have the disc. They shouldn't have forced me to buy it.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. King of Fighters Orochi Saga, I have already.
Yeah, I know that, but
PS4 was like, "You want to play it? Buy it again, fool."
Yeah.
oh man, that's ridiculous.
She hasn't called. I'm gonna say, "Are you coming?" Yeah.
You guys are still there, right?
Yes. I'm just watching the game right now.
Okay. No, I was just asking. It's like I got a little quiet on my end. Just wanted to know.
But you guys can hear the music from the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
Just making sure.
It's cool.
Well, yeah, if I turned it up, because I, have it off so I don't hear myself talking.
If the sound's too silent, then I could try to turn up the volume on OBS for the gameplay audio.
Oh, it sounds alright.
Yeah, LPH clarified the what is for the PS4 after, like I said.
Oh, yeah, that is.
It took him months to get all the PS2. Speaking of WWE PS2 games, boy howdy, I would love if they got to re-release games. If they're stuck on that, re-release SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please.
Or even just bring it.
I didn't hate that one, but I liked Shut Your Mouth and Here Comes the Pain more.
Yeah.
Shut Your Mouth was really good. Me and my dad had a tag team, creator wrestlers, and my dad named the guy. He named him Mr. Deep for some reason.
Nice. Nice.
So I was like, I named my character Hinge Deep and said he's
nice. Two things. First off, it's a shame that you and your dad never became writers, plural, for WWE, because I could see wrestling names from Vince being used. Two, I think we can all agree that was the peak of WWE wrestling games still to this day, right?
Yeah, Here Comes, yes.
Like, that was the last good one, like, really
SmackDown
good one.
versus Raw, like, 07 was good, but, like, Here Comes the Pain was, like, the peak, yeah. I believe.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Like, I played the crap out of No Mercy for the
probably
60.
one thing.
Yeah.
I was gonna say probably one thing that made that I find very cringeworthy about Shut Your Mouth is looking at Stephanie McMahon wearing a tuxedo, like a man's like business suit in that game, because that looked ugly for her.
Well, was that because of the engine they were using, or was that because of how? Because I'm trying to recall. Was that the end of the?
Oh God, LPH does have a point. I forgot. I love that game. That game played better. Although Here Comes the Pain had more you can do, but that Day of Reckoning for GameCube.
Oh wow, yeah.
Oh God,
that
yes.
game was the game that I sprained my wrist playing.
Mm-hmm.
Because frickin' I didn't know you were supposed to lose.
That's right.
Like no matter what you do, you're gonna lose anyway. Because I sprained my wrist trying to win, only to see the cutscene where you lose anyway. So I was like, oh! So I didn't have to sprain my wrist. Well.
One of those.
You're supposed to lose.
Yeah.
Day of Reckoning, I made a bunch of... I loved making creative characters in Day of Reckoning because it was more like the closest you could get to what I wanted to do. Which is basically put my characters in a wrestling game. And that was the closest I ever got, like, in a creator wrestler. Day of Reckoning was great, by the way, like, for real.
Mm-hmm.
But
it was, yeah. I remember
Here Comes the Pain had more you could do, like, backstage, but Day of Reckoning, gameplay-wise, and creator wrestler-wise, and story, yeah. Impact Bomb. Yeah, I said the beat.
Impact Babumbu.
Yeah.
You ever heard of this game called Grenadier Girl or something like that?
Grenadier Girl?
Speaking? Yes, I forgot the name. Something Grenadier or something like that.
I heard of the anime Grenadier.
That's the same one I'm thinking of.
Does it involve like isn't it like set in the Wild West or something like that, or like?
Does it have a very huge-chested girl that can shoot people?
Yes.
Yes. Yep. That's the one. That's the one I was thinking. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Grenadier. Yeah. Star Child has it. He
Of
has
course.
that.
Of course you would. This is Star Child we're talking about.
Really big boot girl that shot.
Yeah, I think Wendy Lee played the titular character in the anime, and for the English dub.
Was that a purpose, Scout? Titular. That's a good one if it was.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Let's just say yes.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Kane Porter, that was a good one. Take the credit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm standing up for myself.
Yeah, stand up for yourself. Days of
He remembers. He remembers.
LPH said Days of Reckoning 2 was so good, but that 4-way cage match could die in a fire.
Mm-hmm.
Did I have part 2? I want to say I did. There was a point in time where I had a GameCube, but I had no GameCube games.
I was kind of the same way too when I first got my first GameCube. I didn't have any games, but I had the console.
There was a time where I just...
I guess I was lucky since I got Smash Brothers Melee with mine. So
I got Melee after. My first GameCube game was... We're talking about WWE games. My first GameCube game was WrestleMania 19.
My first one, because I remember getting for Christmas that year, was Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2.
Oh, wow. And I never got to play Super Mario Sunshine. Because I bought it, but the disc was broken, defective, and I went back to the store like they didn't have a replacement.
Yeah,
you got your guys' money back, right?
Yeah, I got the money back. Yeah.
Okay, good, because I was about to say if you didn't, that was messed up.
Yeah, well, yeah, that would be messed up.
I think the first GameCube game I ever got when I got one, I mean the first GameCube game I ever bought was Wind Waker.
Ooh, nice.
Oh yeah, I remember playing the crap out of Wind Waker.
Oh, Wind Waker is great. Too bad it gets shat on by the purist of Ocarina of Time because of its cartoonish graphics.
Like it's different, but it's still great.
Yes,
which is funny because I also remember playing the crap out of the pre-order bonus, the GameCube port of Ocarina and Master Quest too, funnily enough. But yeah, I really enjoyed Ocarina and I remember Wind Waker. I meant Wind Waker.
I remember having Ocarina of Time on the GameCube that also included the Master Quest version.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. I think it was a pre-order bonus for Wind Waker.
Mm-hmm.
Because the only other one I know of was the collector's disc that came with that one GameCube bundle.
Uh-huh.
That had, the original Adventures of Link, and then Ocarina and Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had that one myself, yeah.
Got him.
Nice.
Yosh.
Sasha said, I only have like 3 GameCube games. Tales of Symphonia, good one. Zelda Collection and WrestleMania 18, I think. The Wind Waker, LOL. LPH. Every new Nintendo system I get must have a Mario game. It's like tradition, right?
Yeah. Sounds right.
I mean, that's me.
And
I confirm.
And I don't care what the haters say, but I really do enjoy Star Fox Adventures on the GameCube.
Yeah,
it's
the same problem is. I'm not trashing JonTron, but it is his review, kind of like what he did with his so-called review on Banjo-Kazooie's Nuts and Bolts.
Uh-huh.
He was just making fun of the game. He wasn't like actually critiquing the game.
Yeah. It's like they're not bad games, just not what people were expecting.
And that's completely fine, but there's a huge difference that I feel like reviewers like him tend to miss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Star Fox Adventures, a decent game, just...
Yeah, I mean, I can understand picking on the game, but when you take it too far, you're taking it too far. Basically. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like one of those things where, when it comes to like 80s action movies, there's a point where, throughout the whole movie, you got to suspend disbelief, but where everything's just over the top, but sometimes it can go way too far with that message, basically.
Yep.
Like Commando, for instance, even though it's a good movie, but it went over the top a bit too much, in my opinion.
Oh man, let off some steam, Bennett.
Wrong.
Remember I said I'd kill you last? I lied. Ooh la 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 la.
Yeah.
I had to let him go.
It's funny. Fun fact: you obviously Metal knows this. You token
Oh
fan.
yeah.
But Bennett, of course, being the villain, also in Power Rangers Time Force.
Yeah, Vernon Wells.
My favorite Power Rangers.
Yep.
I'm gonna kill you.
You're getting old, John. You're getting old. Bullshit!
Seriously though, yeah. But you know, to each his own. Ultimately, in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like me, like I'm not a huge RPG guy, but there are some RPGs I still enjoy playing. So
An RPG guy, I don't know. The way how you slept when I was playing the game, that makes me think otherwise, man.
actually was, well, that wasn't it, but all right.
That's the
Oh,
joke.
That's the joke.
Stand up
Suck
for yourself, Poindexter. I mean, seriously.
Exactly.
Seriously, Metal, calm down, man.
I'm not doing anything. You better not.
Don't worry. This isn't the reveal of, you know,
Final-
FF8 remastered. Don't worry.
Hopefully we'll get to a save point soon.
Good one, Jeff.
You're welcome. Don't worry, he'll see you in a second, I bet.
But yeah, from what I'm playing so far, if I had to give a first impression on Grandia 2, really good.
Yeah. Man, Wheels and the others from Hero Club are gonna love today's episode once it's available on VOD. Hey, guys.
Yep.
By the way, go check out our partners over at hero-club.com.
God.
Oh, cool. So we finally made it to the overworld, but it's not allowing me to get into the save function. So I think I have to go to the end to save. And besides, we are at the time already to close off the episode. But until I get to
Yes, we are.
until I get to a save point,
Well, of course, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, take care of that. Because we don't want to start all this again without you saving, obviously.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Thankfully, there aren't any, you know, nice long stretches of road we need to go down to trigger something this time.
Watch my playthrough.
Yes.
Yep.
Do so, please. I'm just gonna say one thing. I can't wait to stream Yakuza 0 come November because that's gonna be fun. Or better yet, when Jerry eventually streams Shenmue 2 on his streaming channel.
Can't wait for us to get to Shenmue 2 for us at some point. Oh, save game, please. Yes, which we're doing now. So I guess we could just go ahead and plug if we want to.
Mm-hmm. So who wants to go first?
Metal.
You know, we usually Kyle goes first, but after what happened
I
today,
want Metal to go first, just to
yeah. So he doesn't fall asleep again.
Drink some coffee or something.
Oh no way. Oh
What?
no way. Anyways, you can hit me up on Twitter at Visible Ninja Zero, and of course check me out on YouTube at Visible Ninja Dojo. And you can actually follow me on Mixer, even though I have done exactly nothing with it yet, at Visible Ninja 02 on Mixer. And I guess hit up hero-club.com for all your hero news, and check us out on Twitter on Hero Club for Life. Thank you very much.
Awesome. You guys mind if I quickly go next?
Go right
Go
ahead.
Twitter.com/16bitjeff. You can follow me there, keep up to date on what's going on my end. Best way to get in contact with us is through our Discord server. That's all four of us, myself, Friday Cows, Double RPG, and hopefully the still conscious Visible Ninja. and which we provide by either the icon below the video player or through this link provided right here. You just click on that and you'll be automatically added to our server. Regarding me, I stream on Mixer as well as Double RPG here, and I am planning to finally get back into that next week. It looks like I will be streaming on Wednesdays and Thursdays. It's not concrete yet, but I'll be definitely sharing an official stream schedule later tonight on Twitter, and we'll be sharing it on Discord, so look forward to that. That's it on my end.
All right, I'll go next. And in case if you need to get the links to my pages, then here they are. But I'll go ahead and read them to you right away. Follow me on YouTube.com/DoubleRPG for all my created content. Also follow me through social media on Facebook.com/DoubleRPG That's my Facebook fan page. Twitter.com/DoubleRPG That's my personal page on Twitter. And I stream on Mixer, as 16-Bit Jeff said, as I will be streaming tonight. Hopefully finishing up Super Mario 64 without there being any more problems with trying to get 100 coin star in the last 2 levels before taking on Bowser the final time, but who knows how that's gonna go. But anyway, follow me on mixer.com/DoubleRPG and I go live at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific tonight. And to see the archive of my live streams from Mixer onto YouTube, follow me on youtube.com/DoubleRPG Game Riffer Solo, which I now renamed to Double RPG Live Stream Archives. So yeah, had fun with Grandia 2 today. I'm ready for some more next Saturday.
Awesome.
And Kaus?
And if Kaus isn't there, you can follow him on twitter.com/FireKaus, all one word. For the other stuff you're looking for, he does have his stuff provided via pinned tweet. So if you're looking for anything in regards to his comic stuff, your streaming schedule, it's provided on the pinned tweet for aforementioned.
Did I got a call, that's why.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say, hopefully you didn't fall asleep either.
No. He got called earlier, I heard it. Was I spot on while you were gone, dude?
Well, you got my Twitter?
That's what I was saying, yeah, like, don't you have, like, a pinned tweet in regards to, like, what?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so, yeah. That's good. So just look at the pinned tweet, yeah.
Pin tweet tells you, especially, I need $80 for my cable bill. You're not going to hear from me.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
They're going to cut my cable. They're going to cut my internet off.
Lord, no.
Yeah, that's going to be sad if that happens.
So if you guys have helped me to get $80, great. I have until
the balance that is you, Jerry.
I have until I need it. The 28th is when they say it's due. But I technically can pay at the 3rd.
Oh,
but the 3rd is it. So basically, before the 3rd of next month is when I would need to raise this.
So literally, the deadline is October 3rd. Okay.
Yeah. So people out there want to chip in, they can chip in slowly but surely too. Okay.
All right, so join us next week for more Grandia 2, and to sign off, I'm Double RPG.
16-Bit Jeff.
Visible Ninja.
I'm Fighter Kaus.
And Jerry, your 2 words of wisdom, please. Piccolo popping bottles. Peace out, y'all. And this is a no sleep zone, so be sure to expect us wide awake next week. Bye, guys.
Oh, God.
Don't call me like that.